bit of a wintry ride today. It was still all frosty on my road when I left. Just gonna go meet someone down there. A couple of people already left earlier when it was way too cold. But it's only still like 2 degrees on my phone when I left. But I feel lovely and warm because I wrapped up real good. And the roads are not too bad. Bit wet, but I don't think they're icy. But obviously, got to take it nice and easy for the most part, especially where the sun isn't shining or hasn't been shining. So, oh, just because I didn't change my thing. Places like this, it's fine to get on the throttle a little bit. I'm just heading out for breakfast. I don't know what we're doing afterwards, because a couple of them decided to go straight to the cafe where we're going, rather than meet where we usually do down there. But I'm going to go fill up down there, and one of them is supposed to meet me there, but we'll see. The fuck was that? Better slow down, bitch. Well, he's got a message saying he's going to head straight there, so we'll see me en route on there. So just because others didn't want to meet her, he doesn't now want to. I'm going to stick to the proper main roads and go, rather than go the bottom way like we usually do. Just a bit safer and a little bit quicker. We've probably got someone who's going to hog the fast lane. Well, let me get through. Oh, there we go. Nice one. Roads are a bit shit, but at least I'm out. It's very chilly where the air is getting to, but that's very little part of my chin, and that's it. Or more my neck, I suppose, than my chin. Well, I have got neck scarf on, but it's probably rolled down a little. My visor is actually, I don't know if that's fogging up or freezing. Yeah, it is on the outside, so that's alright. That means I've probably got to wipe the camera a little more often. Just because less people will be using that side, I'm going to get this side. Where the road would have been dried off, warmed up a little bit more from the traffic. Just for slowing down it. Well, it's not too bad. It'd be nice if the temperatures were a bit warmer and the weather apps were actually a bit more accurate. Because that did say by the time I was going out it was meant to be around about 5 degrees or so, but it ended up being about 2 degrees. But there you go. It should warm up to about 5 to 7 degrees today, so it's not too bad to get out for a little ride as long as you take it easy. Keep the main roads. A lot of motor vloggers have been doing their plans for 2022 videos. What are my plans for 2022? Get out on the bike. That's it. Get on the bike as much as possible. Now I've got some plans personally and stuff. I'm going to try and possibly start my own business. I won't talk too much about it just because it don't work out, but that's doing stuff I know how to do and I've done before, but I've just got to get it set up. And being I've had a lot of problems with health over the years and I am on certain benefits and that, I would get help. They should give me a certain amount of money as a grant. Not a lot, but if I feel the business will take off and that they help me enough, I can also get a loan from them, which apparently is up to £25,000, so that would help loads if I do really go for it. I probably will start by buying some less professional equipment and doing it myself just for friends and stuff first, just to get back into doing it and earn a little bit of money and get myself just ready for going further with it. It's the worst thing right now because it's that cold. It's just not fogging up my visor as such. It's just getting a lot of condensation, I guess, because the cold air against the visor, which is probably quite warmish compared to the air temperature or the wind chill for me riding, as well as the wind. I've got a pin lock, but that's not really helping much because that's mostly on the outside. Hopefully you can hear me alright, because I'm keep having to crack the visor and keep it open a bit just to help a little. Tell you what though, these gloves, don't know if you can see what they're called. These are my second pair. I had another pair what I had for, what was it, 4 or 5 years. Winter gloves. Cost me 20 quid. My hands are lovely and warm. There's a very, very slight chill I can only just about feel on my right hand, but that's only because that's stuck there on the throttle constantly whereas I'm moving this one about doing things, you know. But yeah, for 20 quid, amazing gloves. But that's why I bought them again, because I had those other ones. The other ones had tears in a couple of seams from just age related. And they still work absolutely fine. I even put it on one time just to test it and run it under the tap, right where the seam was, and that still kept my hand totally dry. Waterproof, nice and warm. Some people may not agree, but some people feel the cold a lot more than others. But my hands right now are absolutely fine. Put my liner in my trousers for the first time today. I just put them on, then put the trousers on rather than sit with them in and all that sort of thing. And I put my liner from my other jacket in the opposite way round over my jumper and fleece, so nice and warm. Opportunity to get a little bit further maybe up there, depending on what this car's doing as well. I waited till I went past, because look, he's like a fucking lorry, he's taking forever to go past. If you follow me on Instagram you would have seen, but I've fitted a few LEDs to my dash. They are on at the minute and that makes the dash blue, but you're not going to see it so well in this light even with LEDs. But you'll see it if I put my main beam on. So I put one in there as well, even though you don't need it because that's blue anyway. So that's why it lights up really bright. But it looked really nice. I'll put pictures up on screen so you can see. The first picture is actually taken at night back in June or July. I never got round to fitting the LEDs till recently. So the lighting outside where I took the photos is a little bit different. For one reason, there's a light where I parked my bike and that was actually broken back then as well, so there was less light out there when I took the first photo. Gotta be careful because cars are turning left and right and there's ones coming on so they might think they've got an opportunity. Can't even check the time now because I forgot to reset all the time and stuff, because you lose all that when you take the dash off. The mileage stays, they remember that, but they forget your tack for your, you know, checking how far you've gone on the tank and that, and they forget the time. Now it's 40. Idiot. And they're going for 30 and a 40, just to be a dick. Braz is going, whether he's coming this way or going the other way. It's usually quicker this way. Well, it depends how fast you can go as well, but I managed to beat them there one time when they left before me, so that was a third gear pull, that one. Hang on. Fourth. Don't know if I'm going to have a breakfast or not. I was going to have a breakfast, but being out to go a little bit later because of the temperatures and it. I'll see what time I get there. And I'll probably just have a breakfast back or something. Not too far to go in that. Yeah, I can't remember whether I mentioned or not earlier, but when I went out to get the bike ready, probably an hour and a half, 2 hours before heading out anyway, to take the cover off and take one of the locks off. Always leave one of the locks on to take off later. The cover I put on the bike, which is the Kawasaki one, was actually frozen to the bike. So yeah, that was pretty cold still. Last little leg now, down the road from Swaffham. At least the sun's out, that's a nice thing. Well, it wasn't a bad little ride for the temperatures, isn't it? That's alright. Sorry I keep wiping the thing while I'm talking. Got a habit of that lately, rather than wiping it when I'm not talking. Because that's when I think about it. Alright, learning today, even though the temperatures are this bad. Anyway, I'm basically there, so I'll go end the video there. I'll see you again soon in the next one. Oh mate. Alright.